Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Kakasungura YouTube channel. And a big thank you to each and every one of you for your continued support. Take your 1 or 2 seconds, click that subscribe button, and remember to turn on your notification bell. Today, members of parliament are being sworn in, and the senators, we wish them all the best as they assume their offices to work for wananchi. Ladies and gentlemen, politics is over, and all of us are now focused to development. Every Kenyan right now, as we speak, is focused to see the leader they elected, how he is going to help them from the yokes of what they have been crying for. You know, all of us have different demands. The demands for my constituency is not the demands for your constituency. So all of us are waiting to see. But then, this is the time that all elected leaders should now begin to unite Kenyans, especially the president. This is a time that we should not start uttering some words that may widen the rift between Kenyans, because as we speak, Kenya is divided. Azimio is yet to come into terms. Kenya Kwanza is yet to come into terms that they won. You know, najua kuna mtu anashinda and it takes time to come into terms that, oh, kumbe I'm the leader, you know. Oh, kumbe I'm the president. Kumbe I'm a member of parliament, you know. It takes time for people to accept that indeed what happened really happened. Our deputy president, who was the deputy president by then, you know, hey, sijui ni lini mambo itatoka kwa akili. Our president now, William Ruto, spoke a very alarming statement in 2 occasions yesterday. The first instance is when he was holding a PG meeting in Karen, and he made some remarks which, to my own view, he was not supposed to utter those statements. While addressing members of parliament, William Ruto said that we are dealing with desperate people. When he says we are dealing with desperate people, it means these desperate people are rivals, and rivals were Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga. So Ruto's statement as a president, to me, I don't know how you will view it, but to me, it tends to widen the rift between the rival parties and the parties in the government. He continued to say, I ask of you, he was telling members of parliament, I ask of you to be very careful, because these desperate people can arrest you to reduce our numbers. Now I want to ask this. Ruto is now the president. In fact, not the president-elect. The official president of the Republic of Kenya is only waiting for swearing in, and that will happen. It's just ceremonial. Who is this that has the power to arrest them because they have already taken power? Who has the audacity? To me, it was a statement to ridicule, to demean, and it was like an abuse to the rival party. Because Zai Ruto and your president, who else? Who else on earth? Who else in this country has the power to arrest them? Who? And if the rival party never arrested them when they were campaigning, how come they will be arresting them now when they're already in power. I want you to critically assess this statement away from politics. Here is the president who has been vested, who has already taken power, is claiming that they are dealing with desperate people who might arrest them to reduce their numbers in parliament. This statement is so deep for those people who might take time to internalize the beyond the normal. This simply means Ruto is trying to tell us, the president is trying to tell us that as much as he has taken power, there is also a clique of people in government, either the police, either KDF, either what, who again have separate powers away from what the president can direct to demean their coalition by arresting its members. That is a very sensitive statement. In short, the Kenya Kwanza or our president is telling us that yes, nimepewa serikali, lakini hata kama nimepewa serikali, kuna watu walio na uwezo katika hii serikali wanaweza shika watu wetu. Hey. Anyway, some people might think I'm spreading propaganda. Some people may think I'm propelling propaganda. Some people may think I'm speaking this out of way of chasing clout. But then, this is what the deputy president, this is what the president, nitazoea, with time I'll get used to do. This is what the president himself, the fifth president of the Republic of Kenya, said yesterday. I want you to listen. I want you to listen very carefully to this statement before we proceed.
We are competing with a very desperate team. I just want to let you know, as members of parliament here, we have a good margin of about 11 members in the National Assembly. We have other members who are not sitting here, but they will vote for us. Maybe possibly another 15 or so, but maybe towards 20. So we will have a bigger margin in parliament, but let us not take anything for granted. People who can use the National Security Advisory Committee to try and overturn the will of the people, they can do worse. They are very desperate to have the Speaker of either house. So I want to ask you for this, for today and tomorrow, please be careful. They could even possibly arrest some of you people just to reduce our numbers. So just be careful. I just want to ask all of us, we are dealing with a very desperate lot.
Yes, that is the president himself. Kuna watu, iko watu wanaweza kuwakamata. So mnapotoka hapa, mtembee mkiwa na umakini zaidi. You be very careful because we are dealing with desperate people. Desperate. We are dealing with the desperate police. We are dealing with the desperate security. We are dealing with... Anyway. Again, when Ruto was being interviewed live on CNN yesterday, he again made very sensitive remarks. He said, Uhuru Kenyatta doesn't want to congratulate me because he has not come into terms that I'm the president, or because I defeated his candidate. To me, Ruto should avoid from such sentiments that are geared towards dividing the country rather than making statements that are supposed to unite this country. The sentiments we want now to get from Ruto is, as much as we disagreed, we will work together. As much as this happened, we will move forward. As much as this happened, we will find a way of consulting, But now coming on media telling us, oh, still there are people who want to arrest you. Oh, still there. Really? Ladies and gentlemen, I want to say this, and I will never tire to preach peace, that let us remain calm and build this nation as Kenyans. All of us disagreed in politics. That is the nature. Politics, all of us cannot drive towards the same direction. Others can drive to south, others can drive to the west, others can drive to the east, others can drive to whatever place they want to drive. But at the end of the day, all of us must come to one place and say, let's now move forward as a nation. And that is where we are, all of us. It's not time now to start digging into who was who. This is the time that we should find a way. If you are a Kisii, it's time to find a way of uniting with the Kalenjin you disagreed during the election period. If you are a Kikuyu, this is the time you should reconcile with your brother Luo who you disagreed during an election. If you are a Maasai, this is the time you should find your colleague from Kuria who you disagreed and amend the fences. It's not time now to ignite feelings. It's not time now to invoke. It's not time now to make other people angry. It is time we build our nation. 10 years has come. This will end. Another regime will come. That's for a fact. Regimes come and end. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope this sinks into your hearts and into your minds. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. May God bless you. Asanteni sana.